Governor Greg Abbott issued a full pardon for Daniel Perry. And also in his message, criticized the jury and the prosecutor for bringing the case and the conviction. He said quite distinctly that Perry should have been protected by Texas's stand your ground self-defense laws.
Good morning.
Daniel Perry was a former Army sergeant who was working as a rideshare driver in 2020 when he drove into a Black Lives Matter protest in downtown Austin, and that created the confrontation with Garrett Foster, an armed veteran of the Air Force who was participating in the protest that night.
In the seat of the accused, as Mr. Perry does in this particular case, receives a fair and impartial trial. This jury found Mr. Perry guilty of the offense of murder. In the hard work, the service, and
Daniel Perry at trial claimed self-defense. He said that Foster had leveled his rifle at him. The witnesses said that didn't happen. The jury rejected Perry's arguments of self-defense and convicted him of murder. Prosecutors said Perry could have driven away from the confrontation, which didn't have to happen.
Full and thorough consideration by this court of all the evidence presented by both parties in the guilt, innocence, and in the punishment stage of this trial, certainly to include the devastating impact by this tragic incident upon all those personally affected. This court sentences you to a term of 25 years in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice. You will receive credit for whatever time you've previously been in custody. That concludes these proceedings. And Mr. Perry, you have to...
Perry was sentenced to 25 years in prison on for the murder. Prosecutors during his sentencing phase had introduced evidence beyond the actual killing, but Perry's text messages and social media posts of a racist nature, saying he would kill people, and they said that he would be a threat to society in the future if he was not sentenced to prison.
Yes, sir.
Garrett Foster's family, as well as the local prosecutor, Jose Garza, have criticized, have blasted Texas Governor Greg Abbott over what they call a reckless, political, and lawless decision to pardon Daniel Perry.